English Flip, Easy English podcast for personal growth.
Have you ever wondered why you start something with excitement, but give up a few weeks later? If so, this conversation is for you. Anyway, I'm Lisa, and welcome back to English Flip, where we learn English through real conversations and ideas that help you think and live better. Back to my question earlier. Most of us have quit something at some point in our lives. Maybe with learning English, maybe with exercise, or maybe with a goal that really mattered to us. It's okay. We're in the same boat. Later in this episode, I'll tell you about my friend Erin and a simple trick that helped her stick with a goal she almost gave up on. But first, let's talk about why so many people quit in the first place. We all have some goals, and we make plans to achieve them. Some of us might have goals to improve our English. Some of us might have goals for saving money. Some of us might have goals to lose some weight. We're excited at first, but we give up after a short time. Because somewhere along the way, it feels tiring or difficult. Think about this. If every English lesson feels so difficult and stressful, or every workout feels miserable, sooner or later, we'll give up on it. Our brains start avoiding it. It naturally moves toward enjoyable experiences and moves away from unpleasant ones. And that's why the answer isn't always about more discipline, more motivation, or trying to be less lazy. Sometimes the answer is to make the process itself more enjoyable. As you're listening, think about one goal you've been struggling with lately. My best friend Erin needed to lose some weight, but she really disliked working out. Whenever it was time to go to the gym, she would sit on her couch and argue with herself. Maybe tomorrow. I'm tired now. Not today. Or one day won't matter. And week after week, it became harder to stay motivated. And at one point, she seriously thought about giving up. Then she tried this very simple tip. Erin loves comedy shows so much. So, she took advantage of that to help her keep going to the gym. She made this rule that she could only watch that comedy show while she was on the treadmill walking or running. And something strange happened. 3 months later, she was still going to the gym. So what changed? Erin didn't become more disciplined or suddenly start loving exercise. Instead, she found a way to make exercise feel more enjoyable with her favorite comedy show. Yes, she only watched it at the gym. In other words, she connected something she loved with something she needs to do but usually avoids. That's called temptation bundling. Yes, temptation bundling. If you want to stay consistent with a habit or a goal, don't just force yourself, especially when things feel hard. Find a way to enjoy the process too. I love green milk tea, so I only allow myself to have it while editing a podcast episode for you. That's my way to make the work more fun and feel more enjoyable. Now, you might ask, what if the thing I want to do is something huge or expensive? The answer is, it works best with simple things. It can be a little snack, some music, a good cup of coffee, or a movie. It doesn't have to be big or expensive. But you might wonder, can it really be whatever I like? The answer is yes and no. Why? Because it has to be harmless to you, not bad for you. Simple, right? So, If you want to try this trick of self-rewarding, here's how simple it is. First, think of one thing you keep wanting to quit. Maybe it's learning 20 English words a day, or exercising just 15 minutes. Then, find one small thing you really love, something that makes you smile but isn't harmful. And here's the fun part. Only let yourself enjoy that thing while you're doing the task. That's it. That's the whole trick. And I'm sure all of you can do it. So next time, if we feel like giving up, ask ourselves, how can I make this a little more fun? That's it for today's story. But before you go, how about we play a little game together? Just for fun, no pressure at all. I'll describe something and you try to guess the word. Ready? Let's go! Question 1. This word means to stop doing something. And it starts with the letter Q. Can you guess it? Yes, it's quit. To quit means to stop doing something or to give up on something. Question 2. This one is about doing what you need to do, even when you really don't feel like it. Think of something an athlete needs a lot of every day. That's right, discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. Question 3. If we keep doing something and never give up, we would say, exactly, stick with it. To stick with something means to continue doing it without giving up. Question 4. Think about something nice you give yourself for doing a hard task. What do we call it? Exactly, a reward. So a reward is something nice you give yourself. Question 5. If something makes you feel happy and fun, we would say it's, any guesses? Correct. Enjoyable. So if something is enjoyable, it's pleasant and fun. Question 6. And last one. If someone does something regularly, again and again, over time, that person is, that's it, consistent. Doing something regularly or often over time is consistent. And one last challenge before we go. Which idea best matches today's episode? Being strict all the time, making things harder, or making the process more interesting? 3, 2, 1. You got it. Making the process more interesting and fun helps us stay consistent and stop quitting. See? Learning English doesn't have to feel stressful. I'm so glad we got to spend this time together today. I hope you picked up a few new words and maybe one small idea that makes your day a little better. Before you go, what's one small reward you could use this week? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments. I'd love to read it. And if this episode helped, hit subscribe for more. Share this video with a friend who is struggling with an important goal too. And let's continue practicing your English together. I'm Lisa. This is English Flip. Better English, better life. Until next time, bye.